Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to be inspired? Welcome to my amazing Power Hour TV show that I have every Sunday, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I am Sanet Van Breda, all the way here from Johannesburg, South Africa. And yes, I am a mindset cultivator and a heart to heart connector. Self love and mindfulness have saved me. I've got have amazing guests, and we're gonna blow your socks off. Please join us every Sunday. Have a beautiful day. Look after yourself. Smile often and keep on dancing. Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? It's Sunday. It's 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But here in South Africa, it's cold and the wind is cold. And me and two of my beautiful guests is from South Africa. And wow, one of my guests have load shedding. So he's all in the dark, but we cannot wait to be here. And then we've got beautiful Evie. She's all the way from Florida in the USA. So I have amazing guests today. Are you ready? Are you ready to be inspired? Are you ready to take a brave step, a brave jump to put on your armor of bravery and take your courage shield and do what you need to do? So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to be here. I have done a beautiful quote for us: break free from constraints, absolutely believe in yourself, create your own reality. How beautiful is that? So, I have done my wish list for the year because my birthday was on the 20th of June. One of my wish lists is that I want to be a Canva Pro designer. And I am in Canva almost every day because I have this amazing group called Diamond Beauties Forever. And I want to do beautiful posts. And also, when a new lady joins, honor the new lady with the most beautiful artwork. And yes, today I was busy with Dennis's. I tried to do something about his video or try to get his video, and I could not. So I took one of the pictures he sent me and put it into PDF. And while I was busy that, I got a message from Canva. So my wish, I got a certificate from Canva to say, congratulations, Sonnette, you have done 500 designs. And I know my designs is beautiful. My post is beautiful. Do you know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because I practice it every day. Every day I am in Canva. And yes, I was blown away to find I got a certificate. And Evie is showing me this from the backstage. So I am totally excited. I can almost tick off my bucket list that I have completed it, but I know I have a few things to learn. So I will have it till later. But today I'm over the moon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have my beautiful pearls. For many years, I have this since 2001. I bought it at work, and it's real pearls. You will not believe how many. Ow! How many people have tested if it's real pearl? It is. But for me, for many years, if I need to stand in front of people or I need to make sure that I have the confidence and the courage, the bravery to speak up, I was wearing my pulse. That was one of my touching points that I will just touch in, and then I know I will have bravery. When I was in a big body, it was sometimes difficult that people will hear me because they do judge. They did judge me. And most people think that big persons is lazy. So I really tried my best. I tried my best. But this was part of my trying my best. I had to do something to bring up my courage and my confidence. And I've done this. 4 years ago, when I changed my life, I started to incorporate my forever song, Walking on Sunshine. And then I have brought in bravery as a power word. I brought in so many words for me the last 4 years. So now I know I am brave. I have courage. I don't want to be, I am. I am. How important is that? You are amazing. You are beautiful. You are loved and you are enough. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, to bring you in the moment, to the now, just breathe 3 deep breaths with me. Beautiful breaths. And then I'm going to play a video of this incredible young man that I could not believe when I saw him the first time last year. He totally inspired me. And then I will bring in my guest, my amazing guest. Oh, I cannot wait. Okay, but now we settle down and you take the first in breath. Release. Another one in. Release. Last one in. Release. So I just need to make sure that I get his video in. So here is my beautiful Dennis, his video. And my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be inspired. So wow, wasn't that amazing? So let me just get all my guests in. Oh, wow. Hello, my beautiful guests. It was a real mover to get everybody in and the video played. But I am so happy you all are here. So let me introduce all of you. And I do found there's a back noise. So when I introduce you, if you can just mute yourself and remember to unmute yourself, please. And then my beautiful Dennis, I am so happy to see that you're having power again. So for those that don't know, in South Africa we don't have enough power for everyone. So it's called load shedding, and we're getting parts of electricity during the day and not. Okay. So if I can introduce then the first person, Sonnette. I met beautiful Sonnette almost 2 years ago. And today's session was very special because the first few times I met Sonnette, I just quickly want to, there you are. A few times I met Sonnette, I felt it in me that Bravery was not one of her words, was not one of her things that she incorporated. And then she went on my beautiful monarch butterfly program. Oh, wow. This lady popped in a monarch butterfly, and she consistently show up. She consistently also brave that when we had this, I have this session, I knew she would be the one that I would ask from the Diamond Beauty Group to be here because she inspired me. And I know she's going to inspire you. So, my beautiful Sonnette, can you please introduce yourself and also tell us what your thought about Dennis's video? Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Sonnette. I feel so privileged to be here today or tonight in South Africa time. Yes, bravery, very, very good. What I think about Dennis's video, amazing. I think I think to overcome, because in the first place, it's a blockage also when you go through so hurt and uh, difficulty. To have bravery to push through and have courage to go forward and not keep any and not allowing anything to keep you back. I think it's amazing. So I'm Sanet from Gauteng. I'm a mom of 3 boys, and it's very cold in South Africa. And yes, I'm totally inspired by you, Sanet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful Sunit. So I've got, before going over to Evie, I've got this lady. Remember, ladies, if you're from the Diamond Beauties, please put your name in the front or in the back because we are not able to see who is it. But it says Portland, and I think I know the only lady that I know in Portland is Marilyn. So Marilyn, welcome, welcome. And then I have hello from South Africa, and it's Anjana, and we're so happy that you ladies are here. Thank you so much. My beautiful Evie, I met you through the Speaker Speak Live, and you were amazing. And then the first day you said to me, please go and join us. We're going to have one of your sessions. And I joined, and wow, you were like sprinkles of sparkles. And then when we had, and I think we didn't see each other for for a little while, and then we were in each other's. We had a meeting, a virtual coffee, and one thing you told me there, you have jumped up the opportunity to be in the high um, publishing, and you put yourself out there. And then when it was time for bravery, I knew another lady that I want to ask was you, my beautiful Evie, because you had bravery to go even bigger. Your dreams is bigger than what you had thought you're going to do. So that was for me so amazing. So if you can please introduce yourself, and I know we're going to talk about your book in a little while, but if you can just mention your book's name, and then also what do you think about Dennis's video? Thank you, my beautiful Evie.
Well, hello from hot Miami. You guys are cold, and over here we have to blast the air because it's so hot. My name is Evie Diaz, and I am an inspirational speaker and the author of one of the books, which is called the FAB Feel, Act, and Be Rich, Your Rich Future Self Now. And in terms of bravery, I'm intrigued to hear his story. What I thought, first of all, was when you said that we all are brave. I agree with that. And we all define bravery differently. And the what he was doing actually reminded me of last year when I had to get an injection in my eye every month. And that reminded me of how many people used to say to me, how could you get an injection in your eye? And I manifested vision back into my eye because I was brave enough to have the injection every month in my eye. So when I saw that coming, his archery, when I saw it, it reminded me of the first time that the injection came into my eye and how scared I was. But then I continued and
Wow.
I have had my vision restored. And so I manifested that in less than 2 years. And so that's what I thought. It reminded me of an injection. So I'm looking forward to hearing more about his story. And thank you so much, my beautiful Sanet, because you and your energy is the energy that we put out, because we are reflections of your beautiful energy. So thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful Ivy. And you gave me goosebumps because of the injection. So thank you for telling us. But before I go to Dennis, I have another lady, and she's all the way from San Antonio. And this lady is 70, and she does things, my beautiful ladies and Dennis, that you will not believe. She inspired the world. She is just incredible. And then I've got another message for you, Evie. Love your energy, Evie, from Wendy. And Wendy is also from South Africa. So, my beautiful Dennis, I want to say last year you came to the Diamond Beauties. And in December, I asked the Diamond Beauties who of the gentlemen do they want to see again. They're allowed to choose 3 gentlemen of all of the seasons that we had. We had every week a show live on Zoom, but they were allowed to choose 3 gentlemen of last year. You were the second one that I said yes. They want Dennis is back because you, my beautiful Dennis, have inspired so many ladies on the group. And in the meanwhile, we grew since you were here. We are 135 ladies more than when you were with us. So how amazing is that? How amazing is that? So my beautiful Dennis, thank you so much for your video. And then I want to tell you when I saw you the first time, I was with my husband. He's a president of archery in South Africa for indoor. And then I looked at this and I saw this, but why is this man bringing his bow so high up? But now I cannot properly see. I had to go like sneaky close by. I could not believe you put the bow next to your mouth and the arrow. I was like, what? And my beautiful ladies, his shooting was accurate. He was shooting better than some of the people that are able. And he was not in a separate, he was shooting with everybody. So it was not him and then other people that maybe have the same ability. Mm-mm. This young man have shoot with normal able body. I was so impressed. I could not wait for the competition to end. And then I ran to him. Remember, Dennis?
I
I said,
remember, yes.
I said, I am my husband. I'm Beatrice's wife. I just want to say you have inspired me. Oh, and I could not even get my breath because, Dennis, you have inspired me. You have inspired the Diamond Beauties. And I know you're going to inspire so many people around the world. So please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit more about your story because your story is quite unique. And then, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, all of the stories, all of the bios, and all of my guest connection points or social media points is in the description, or it's also on my YouTube, also in the description. So please, you're welcome to connect with them. Thank you so much. Dennis, all over to you.
Thank you, Sanet. I'm honored to be chosen of one of the top 3. And you actually inspired me so much from the last time we spoke that I started making my own custom shirts. You can see, yeah. OAL, it stands for One Arm Legend. Yeah. I'm a 5-time cancer survivor and para archer. I was first diagnosed with cancer at the age of 10. And I lost the use of my left arm actually a day just before my 20th birthday. And then so through the years, the cancer and the arm that I lost and everything actually made me. I had to make brave decisions. I didn't really have much of a choice in some cases. It was just a matter of it's a decision you have to make, and you got dealt the card, and now you have to handle the card. You have to take care of the card. You must get it to work for you. And must I continue with my
Yeah. Please tell us why did you choose archery? Because archery, I try to do it, I don't like it. My husband is very good at it, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, I was into my father actually. He was also into well, we were. I grew up in a house with hunting, and my father was a bow hunter, but he never shot competitions or anything like that. And I myself was a bow hunter when I still had both the use of both arms, and then I had my accident, and I thought, well, that's it. Archery's it's gone for me. I I actually gave my bow to my brother. I said, "Yeah, you can. I can't do anything with it." And then one day, I was for 2 years. I was very depressive, negative. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't even want to. I love sports. I didn't want to take up any sport. I didn't want to go out. I always cared about what the people are thinking of me, how they will look at me, and I felt like I can't change that. And then the one day, my grandfather saw a article in the newspaper of a guy that went to world champs shooting the bow with one arm. And I saw, okay, and then I read the names and I remembered some of the people's names, and they were actually from Middelburg. The guy shooting like that was actually also from Middelburg. And then I got his details, got in connection with him, and he taught me how to shoot the bow like that. So I bought one of his bows over and I started practicing like he said I must practice, and I got better, and that built my self-confidence. And then I went and shoot a competition with him, and immediately that's where I actually got addicted to archery there. And there in 2013 I broke I broke one record, and then I broke 3 records after that as well, with which one was my own record as well. But
Amazing.
in between I want to, and that's where the brave decision comes in. Sometimes you don't always tell people what you want to do because you want to hide it, or you're afraid of it, or you're scared of it. And I want to qualify for the Paralympics. That's one of my biggest goals in life. And I feel just to say that and admit it and work for it is already brave, because now I put it out there. I say it myself. So I'm thinking of it, I'm saying it out loud, I'm hearing it, and I'm telling it to my friends and the people around me that's supporting me, help to get there. You're putting pressure on yourself, but it's a good kind of pressure. It's pressure that you need to push yourself forward. And if you have a negative day, then you always have those people around you, or that's someone you can call to help you, to say, hey, but I believe in you. Even if, and actually at this moment, I think most of my friends and my family believe more in me than I believe in myself. And that always picks me up. It's a good thing. Now, other brave decisions I had to make, that was actually early in my life, and I feel I was still a child, and it's a decision that life gave me that I had to make. It was my decision. I don't want any child actually to make a decision like that. You're still a child, you have to enjoy your life. But I was very sick, and they gave me treatment, and they said, okay, but they can't give me chemo. That was at the age of 16, the second time I had the cancer. So it was November month, and they said, I'm not going to see the end of that year. And they say, okay, we have this new treatment that we can try out on you, but we can't say what the success will be. It's a 50-50 chance. We've never tested it on your type of cancer. And I said, well, I still have the forms that I had to sign and the letters to say, okay, I'm in with it. I will give it. And the way I saw it is, well, they say chemo is going to kill me. There's nothing else. Operation is too dangerous because it's sitting too close to my vitals, my vital organs. They can't operate there. And I had to sign the form. And my words to my parents was, it's a 50-50% chance. The moment that I start with that treatment, I put it in God's hands. And that's how I felt. And I came out stronger. Luckily it worked. It was a hard 2 years and it worked. And then the second time I had to make a big decision like that as well, that impacted my life. And it actually had a huge impact on my family as well, because my grandparents was angry at my parents and vice versa for giving me as a child that I must make a big decision like that. I had chemotherapy. It was that was the fourth time it came back. I had chemotherapy and they said, okay, but the chemo didn't work. I went through the whole cycle, the whole treatment, and it didn't work at all. So the doctor said the only thing that's left now is an operation. And the operation is very difficult. He told me that, Dennis, I won't be able to remove all the tumors, but most of them. He said, if I see the operation is going to be too dangerous, I'm going to stop it. Because the one tumor that I still carry with me, it's with me now, my little baby. Always joke about it. Don't take it too serious. But he said it's close to my aorta, and if he cuts that, then there's nothing they can do on that operation table. It's 10 minutes and you bleed out. They say that the doctor was very straight with me. He said that's what it is, but if it's too dangerous, he will pull back. And he said, okay, but we're leaving you and your family with the decision. Are you going to take the chance or you're going to live with it as is? But if I live with it as is, they can guarantee me or they can say it's 2-3 years max. So I told my parents as well, and they said, Dennis, we're not going to make the decision for you. It's your life. It's your choice. And then again, I said, okay, I'm going to go for the decision. I trust the doctor. I trust him in good hands. And I went for the operation and also came out good. With all my sickness. After that, I had another operation. I actually had that operation, that kind of operation. I actually had it 3 times now already. Yeah. And every time it's a long time in the hospital, starting to walk again. They say it's actually the same operation as, because the one was just a small hernia operation, but because of the previous operations, it's so complex that my intestines that it's so they have to operate. They have to cut open. They can't just make little holes like the normal operation, and that makes the operation more complex. And also with the cancer tumors, I can't take. If they give me the narcotics, they can't give me a whole dosage for the whole operation. They must give me a little bit by little bit by little bit. Because the moment that I receive them, because of the cancer, it spikes. Then my blood pressure spikes. With my motorbike accident, my blood pressure was 210 over 180. Wow. Yeah, so
thank you.
All that decision, but so, all of those stuff. Sorry.
So I want to say thank you, Dennis. We will definitely be coming back to you, but can we quickly go back to the ladies, please?
Yeah, sure.
But thank you for telling us. I know it's difficult because you actually have to relive everything that you went through. But thank you so much for being brave. And thank you so much for being here, because you are amazing. Every day you are an example for so many. And maybe nobody have told you, but if I can say thank you for making that brave decision when you were so young, because did it give me a chance to meet you and be inspired by you. And the same with the two ladies that's here, and then all the diamond beauties, and then all the viewers that is watching us. So thank you so much, my beautiful Dennis.
Pleasure, Sanet.
And then if I can go to Sonnette, your question: how does the theme of bravery, of brave, personally relate to your own life and experience?
Wow, a lot. So good. Thanks for this question. So, Sanet, if I can just take it, when we met 2 years ago, yes, total anxiety, scared person, if I can say it like that. But the brave step that I took was the day that you contacted me for the competition thing with Sherry and everything. And if I take it from there, how I've been building up your guidance, how I grew up, stepping out from the circle of negativity. Bravery is not an easy thing because it's working with courage. If you don't have the courage to do a different thing in your life, you won't have bravery. So if I take it how I wrote my first program for women in the corporate world. It took a long time, more than 6 months to finish it. Out of the experience, out of my own experience of how I was busy self-sabotaging myself around every little corner, on every road that I stepped onto or walked. And for me personally, using bravery where you are scared or even in the face of fear, taking that bold step, I've seen how it has enlightened my life, how much more happiness I'm finding each and every day with myself to say, irrespective of what happens, yes, I'm very scared. I mean, just coming onto the show again, it's scary. It's not. I'm not used to it. Let me go speak to the friends at the work and the colleagues and everybody. Yes, that's easy. But it's like also with Evie and Dennis. Evie, you the whole time on in the front row talking to people, and I mean, I'm just a spectator. But bravery, yes, and it's taught me a lot of myself. Stop being scared. If you want to be scared, go full force for it. You'll have bravery to overcome the fear of what you want to do or need to do. And another thing, a golden nugget. Bravery sets you on the path for where you want to go, what you want to reach in your life.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So at the end, we're going to ask about golden nuggets again. So please remember that one. Thank you, my
Oh,
beautiful Sydney. So my beautiful Amy, I can actually ask the same question for you as well. But please tell us about your book, and please tell us how brave you were to join the Hay. Is it Hay House?
Yes.
Author, I don't know what the rest of the wording must be, but you did it. And tell us a little bit more about that, and how do you inspire the people? I can just mention something. You've joined the Diamond Beauties a few months ago, and you inspire so many of the Diamond Beauties, and they started to follow you. How amazing is that? So my beautiful Ivy, all over to you.
Well, first of all, I see Dennis healing himself. I really see that. And the reason why I say that is because, and I like that he's not listening to negativity, because, you know, the thing that happened in my eye, I've had a lot of illnesses, thank goodness, nothing. My mom had cancer, but I did not, thank God. Um, but I've had a lot of illnesses, and I'm in the process right now. I have an intention that I want to manifest. I've had an illness since I was 16 that I'm intending, and I'm going to manifest total healing. And so when you were talking, Dennis, and saying you can't listen, I totally agree. When this thing happened to my eye, I joined a group online, and people were telling of the stories and going blind. And then I said, I can't listen to this, because if I listen to this, and then my niece told me that her father-in-law had the same issue and he didn't want to get the shots. So he lost his vision, and he had to get operated in both eyes. So although the first time that I went to the hospital, I was afraid and I walked out. I didn't get the injection. I kept going, and also I stopped the group, because in the group I started getting scared because I saw and heard so many different stories. So I want to say that because I really believe part of the process of FAB is to feel, act, and be. Feeling meanings connecting to you, to your higher self. Whether you call that your intuition, the God within, the Holy Spirit, or I call it your future self guiding you and your higher self. Listen to that first and foremost, because I really believe that that takes bravery for you to stop the noise in your head and listen to your inner guidance. And whether it is cancer or a different illness, or whether it is the illness, because dis-ease is an uneasiness about something that we have in our lives. And so when we tap into that and go deep within ourselves, we can find the healing, whether it be psychological or physical. This is my true belief that we can. And I know countless stories of people who have healed themselves. And I will tell you, hopefully in my book, about, something that I've been dealing for almost 40 years, that now I intend to heal myself from it. And so when I decided to write the book, I had always wanted to write a book. And over 15 years ago, I created my first audio, DVD, and ebook. And it cost me a lot because I went and I did it I self produced it. And so I had to put a lot of money out. And most of us can do that. And now we have so many wonderful tools that we can do that. But inside of me, my husband, whose name is Gabriel, reminds me of Archangel Gabriel. And I believe in those angels, and that they're messengers. And we all are messengers to each other, just like we're teachers. And he said to me, why don't you put the book through Hay House? And I said, Hay House, that's a traditional publisher, someone who produces a lot of spiritual books, and, very well-known people like Gabby Bernstein, and, Brendan Burchard, and Dr. Wayne Dyer. So I decided, because to join a challenge that they had, and then they offered a program, and then I joined it. Now, you don't know what has happened since then, so I will tell you. So I joined it, and I submitted my book proposal, which I encourage anyone, whether you're self-publishing or publishing for, to sell your book, do a book proposal. So I did my book proposal. And so now I have to redo it, because I submitted it as both the book and the journal. And so that was not, they did not receive it. They rather I divide it. And that's okay, because one of the things that I'm learning, it's a lot more difficult to go through traditional publisher, because 11 editors looked at my book, and between all 11, they have to make a decision to sell it, to say, yes, I want to buy it from Evie because we believe. So now I'm rewriting it, just first as a book, and later on I'll submit it again as the journal part. So right now I have until August 17th to resubmit the book part, the part that talks about the FAB method of manifesting. Once again, FAB, everybody thinks it's fabulous. And yes, we are all fabulous. And it stands for feel, act, and be. So, for example, you want to feel, act, and be like a professional paid speaker? You can. You go through this process of journaling as you feel and tune into yourself. Then you begin taking inspired actions to act, and then you be, you become, you believe that you are that. which you believe yourself to be. And so that's the feel, act, and be method of manifesting, which we use it in our Fabric community to manifest wealth and money. And I'm already getting guidance that it helps whether you want to manifest a love relationship, pure health, or healing. I believe that it works, the method. And that's all I want to say about that for now. Thank you so much.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So we had quite a lot of messages, and I want to say thank you to Mandy. So I just quickly want to go up. So Mandy already, Sonnette, when you were talking, Mandy was telling us courage is the ability to take the step despite the fear that makes us brave. And then you said something in there, and then I saw her message come up. Courage is my foundation. And ladies, I don't know if you saw what Mandy have done for me. She is a town crier in Canada. She actually did a video for me because she opened my special event. Dennis, I had a 2-hour special event that I arranged for all my Diamond Beauty experts to say thank you for helping me to inspire the Diamond Beauties. And she had to cry to open it with a bell and everything. And now she did a video for me. So when I saw the video, I was goosebumps all over. Mandy, you are so talented. Thank you, my beautiful lady. So again, Mandy gave Evie this message. I've already manifested, halting the growth of 2 inoperable brain tumors. The neurologic surgeon cannot comprehend how I succeed. How amazing. And then another one, awareness enable us to get rid of the noise of the mind. You said you left the group, and then she popped in this message, access the super conscious and being and bring about healing. Let me see if she's got I love you, Angel. Sorry. Beautiful healing and health. And I think maybe that is Angel, because Mandy just said, I love you, Angel, because we cannot see the names. So, my beautiful Dennis, can I come to you? I know that you are inspiring the youth. What is the children, if they come and stand next to you, how will they talk? Because children are different than adults. Some adults will not even come and talk to you because they are scared they are going to say the wrong things. But what does children say to you?
Well, it's actually funny because the question I get the most from children is, why do you shoot like that? Because they don't all realize or see the arm that's not working. And then some of them, to explain to them that the arm is not working and why it's not working, is sometimes the difficult part. But the moment they understand that, or they see, okay, that it can't work, it's like most of the time you see it's like a light going on. They realize, okay, it doesn't work, but he's still doing it. He's just doing it different, and he's still shooting good. And then that's a moment that I used to motivate them, actually, to tell them, if you want to do something, or you are willing to do it and put in the effort and the time, then you can do it. Then I tell them, you can also shoot like that. You've got both arms, you can shoot better than that. And
Amazing.
that's how I motivate the kids.
Wow, amazing. So my beautiful Dennis, I am in connection with somebody that has a virtual reality platform, because I want to see if I can arrange something for my Diamond Beauties for the end of the year to come on this beautiful stage. But I have made a note after looking at your video tonight and see how I can bring in, not maybe you in the same session with the Diamond Beauties, but how I can bring you in. So I will be telling the amazing Donald about you. So please excuse me. I'm gonna do that. And then just tonight, I decided to write. I have written 10 children's stories on mindfulness and self love. My 11th story will be of somebody that's an archer that is shooting with his archer. The name of the the animal will be a Dennis, but you can choose what animal can be you representative for you in my children's book. Because remember, my children's books is from 4 years to 6 years old. So you must tell me what animal can represent you in that book number 11.
Well, normally my favorite animal is a cheetah. Not that I have the speed of a cheetah or I look like a cheetah or anything, but it's just my favorite animal for because of personal reasons, nature, how I love it, and what. But I think a lion will be a good way to put that in a children's book. All the children know a lion and they like a lion, so
I did use a lion before, so didn't use a cheetah. I will be using a cheetah then for your
okay.
story. I will make sure that you will see the story. So my beautiful Dennis, I think this is for you. Oh, and thank you so much, Mandy, for letting me know. It was actual Tammy that have sent us the message for beautiful health and healing. Thank you so much, Tammy. No action, no action, no reaction. We must always be forward in motion. And then I have to go. Oh, thank you so much, my beautiful Mandy, for bringing us all your kisses and all your commentary. And then I've got a message from Anjana, a great story, lion. It's a symbol of bravery. Wow, amazing. Like I said, I have used a lion before and it was about bravery, but I wanted to share your indifferences of still making it out there because you are different. And that's the reason why I thought book 11 and definitely a cheetah. I will bring in a cheetah. And then I just quickly want to mention something. Evie, you said you have to redo your things, and to do a book proposal is not easy. So I can just tell you, I really are looking for a sponsor or two for my Power Hour TV show. I have done 4 interviews and proposals to 5 different sponsors. Let me just see. Okay, 5 different sponsors, and all of them said no. And my husband said to me, Sanet, you 5 no's. I said to him, I'm so happy. I have practiced. Now my sixth one that I will be having in 1 week will maybe be a yes. So I want to say thank you for not giving up. You are amazing. You are such an inspiration. So my beautiful Sonnette, Evie, and Dennis, we are almost at the end, but it's like if I go through another questions, we're not gonna have enough time. So I would love you to please, Sonnette, if you can start, give us your golden nugget and tell us what's your forever song. And tell us what are you learning? What language are you learning now?
Thank you. So my golden nugget is be scared because your bravery comes out and you can go for that. Because if you don't have fear, you will not reach that what you really want. And that's the thing that I learned on the 23rd of January 2023. I came to God one morning. I heard a prayer thing, put out your dream, bigger than what you ever can think of. And on the 23rd of January 2023, I wrote down, I want to learn Hangul. So it's a South Korean language. I am busy with it and know it's the first language that I'm learning. And yes, sorry, I totally went off. But the biggest thing is I want to go live for 4 years in South Korea. That is my big dream. I've got two boys still in high school, and they must just get ready. So my biggest nugget: be brave, have fear, move. Evie, can't wait for your book. Can't wait to see how it comes out. And Dennis, you inspire me. Thank you very much. I forgot your bravery, and you just taught me again tonight. Consistency, go on, don't back off. Thank you.
Amazing. And what's your forever song?
My forever song is My Universe from BTS and Coldplay. So
Wow.
yes,
Beautiful. It's also Yaki's one, so you and Yaki the horse has got something in common. My beautiful Evie, if you could tell us your forever song. I know that you said you've got a lot of songs, but then after much deliberation between me and you played your birthday card for me. And I was over the moon. I could not wait to bring your forever song into my spreadsheet because if I have a coffee date with you, I love to put in your forever song. So please tell us your golden nugget and your
Okay,
forever.
I will. Yes. So we are all brave, like you said, and we must remember that. And I will encourage you, since I'm a journaler, and my book on the fabric method of manifesting requires that you script out your life and you create the life consciously by being aware. So perhaps I can give you a little homework tonight and every day. Write instances when you see bravery. And it could start with baby steps. And I always talk about everything we do could be baby steps. You know, on Friday, I wanted to get out of the house and go swimming, but my swimming pool wasn't working. So it's hard for me also because I'm always at home to leave the house, believe it or not. And so I said, you know what? I'm leaving, whether it rains or not. And I went and I found a resort that I can pay very little, $10, to use the resort pool. And I did. And in there, I couldn't find my full body bathing suit. So I had to use a bikini. Now I've gained weight. And you know what? I said, I am brave. I'm going to wear the bikini. And I wore the bikini. So I'm telling you this because I want to encourage you to do little acts of bravery. If it is, by the way, so when I was leaving the hotel, I said, this is a great hotel to do an event. And I looked like, well, my hair, I just also just showered before this, but it looked like my makeup. And I went to the hotel and I said, I would like to speak to someone about one of the rooms to rent to do because I'm a speaker. And they looked at me like, you look like a crazy lady. But you know what? I didn't see that. I didn't care how I looked. I was feeling confident and I saw myself doing an event at that hotel. And so the guy in the front desk looked at me. He said, hold on a minute. And it took him a while. Then he brought a lady. She looked at me weird, but it taught me that number one, we should never judge a book by its cover, people, because I looked like a little nutty, but I wasn't totally nutty. And number two, that there are little instances of bravery when even though we may not look, we may not know what to say, but if we have a dream in our brains that source, God, whatever you want to call it, implanted, the bravery will come out. And it doesn't matter if you're not totally ready, go after it. And last but not least, thanks to the beautiful angel Sonnette. And by the way, angels are messengers. We are all a messenger for someone at some point. Sonnette asked me, what is your song? And then I remember that for Mother's Day, even though I didn't birth a child, I birthed a little bunny. So he gave me a Mother's Day card and it says, I feel good. Da, na, 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 na. So good. And I love that song. And thanks to Sanet, I open that card every morning and I think I feel good. And I want to leave that with the message for today. Every day, set the intention to feel good. Every day, say, I feel good. And begin the day by purposely manifesting a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. The more you practice feeling good, the more you will manifest your fabulous, fabulous future self, however that future self looks like. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. My beautiful Dennis, I really wanted to hear your golden nugget, but the thing is, we have less than 20 minutes, 20 seconds. So, can I please ask you if you all can have a dance with me?
Okay.
Bye bye, everyone. Have a beautiful day.